Once upon a time, there was a teacher. He was teaching political science. Specifically, he was teaching at that day Article number 22. He was speaking according to Indian Constitution. If the person would do crime, would be equally responsible, doesn't matter either he's poor or rich or belong from any kind of the privileged community. One student stood up. He said, "Sir, may I ask you a question, please?" Sir said, "Yes, you can ask." Student said, "Sir, I know very well these kind of the things are not implementing. I have seen so many farmers, they were doing protests, still they put in a prison, whereas there are so many people, those are real culprit, still government didn't take a single action on them. Single action on them." Namaste. My name is Harish Prajapati. Today I am gonna talk about political leaders are not following proper constitution. Yes, my dear friend, I took stop there. Let's talk about Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Salman Khan. What about them, my dear friend? Why these kind of the guys always skip from the constitution law? Do they have money? That may be reason. Do you think so? If they do have money, what about the article number 22 where it has been written, doesn't matter from which community you come from, Raj Kundra did crime. He used to make porn video in order to spoil youth and earning fancy amount of money. Now he is in a bell. How it could have happened? How it went wrong? Does he have money? And what government is doing? What system is doing? Are they doing anything else? We need to understand properly. Let's try to understand. India got independent 15 August 1947, whereas China got independent approximately 1949 to 1950, where the China is there and where we are right now. China is developing a lot. They have been developing drastically. They are making each and every product. The labor cost is less, but the production is high, whereas in Indian thing, labor cost is still less and production is more than less. We need to ask China. Let's try to understand. Are you getting? Let's talk about article number 14, right of equality. My dear friend, recently one incident had happened. And in that incident, the culprit was son of Ajay Mishra, cabinet minister. He was a cabinet minister. And the system didn't take look upon him for a particular time. He was enjoying freedom. He was getting each and every privilege. He was being pretended. Why? Do you think so? Our constitution is this much poor where the constitution law cannot be implemented on such kind of the thing? No, my dear friend. Our constitution is still robust, still strong, still powerful. But these political leaders don't want to use for the betterment of society, for the betterment of the country, for the betterment of the poor people. So what these leaders, it means to say political leader, are doing, they are just misguiding people. Yes, my dear friend, let's talk about Constitution article number 25. We were given a right of religion. We are secular country. And when, without doing any discussion, without happen any session in parliament, CAA NRC had passed. Still, I am not saying it is right or wrong, but there were a particular place where you could have discussed. You didn't discuss. Why? Apart from it, this particular logic and rational thing, I'm gonna tell you. India is a secular country where each and everyone has their own religion. They can accept whatever they want. Why you were allowing only and only Hindu people? There's a big stigma on our forehead. But political leaders do not want to talk on it. They want to do just Hindu politics. They talk only and only rubbish thing. Hindu, Muslim. Apart from it, let's talk about recently Supreme Court says TV debate pollution is more worst than real pollution which is being happened in air, water or soil. Are you getting? This pollution which is happening on TV that we have been seeing, it is known as fourth pillar of democracy, my dear friend. And what media is showing us, are they showing real truth of society, real truth of politics, or they are become biased? Yes, they have become biased, because I have to say, when the farmer do protest, they didn't show us, and it's an undenying fact, my dear friend. What we would call, aren't they biased? Let's talk about the people who are suffering during COVID. Are they given proper treatment? People have died, my dear friend. What the government was doing at that time, don't you think so? It was a responsibility of government to implement such kind of a thing which would have given the betterment to people. Let's take a look upon America. What they did, they have provided good amount of money in order to survive, whereas in India, do you know what we are doing? What your media is showing to you? Addicted to what? Cricket? India have lose the match against Pakistan. Media took tens. But what about we are beating by hunger index? Still Pakistan is ahead than India in hunger index. What about it? Don't you think so? Our constitution is not vulnerable. It's not weak. It is very, very strong, powerful and robust. But I would like to quote here Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Baba Sahab Ambedkar said once, doesn't matter the constitution is weak or robust, it's weak, but it depends upon the person. If the person would be strong, constitution can be protected and he would have taken a proper decision and the proper facilities to people, then our constitution dream will be fulfilled. But I think we are harming this dream. We are hurting this dream. Now some friend can ask me, Mr. Harish, you were speaking a lot. What about 370? What about Ram Mandir? What about CAANRC? Okay, that's good. Will it give chapati to poor people? Will it help to the people those are suffering? Will it give you proper health? Will it give you proper education? Not at all. Will you get and employment after happening such kind of the thing. Where is electricity, where is proper transport services, where is road? Petrol prices are still increasing. Thank you a lot.